I don't like to be inside these comedy clubs in Hollywood because once you walk in there, you on the grid.
Y'all said he was calling them ugly over and over. All right, so let me see if it's anything.
We not on time. We supposed to start at 8. Let me see if I could be a diplomat. I'm hating because let me tell you something about the LGBT community. If you joke on them, talking about, but motherfuckers say they ain't. Anyway, hold on. We finna see something. And with it. Square. But anyway, so I'm up here at this motherfucking Laugh Factory, Craig.
Yeah.
Normally I'm standing outside.
They set my mic off.
I don't like to be inside these comedy clubs in Hollywood because once you walk in there, you on the grid. You ever see that movie with Riddick where he wanted them people to come get him so he could...
Let me give an acknowledge to my guys, some of these super chats in here before we continue over with the show. Dominique Ward says, it's like the comedy version of Dirty Mac, and that shit's starting to be weird. It is starting to be weird. I appreciate you for supporting the platform. My dog, Andre, what up, Dre, says, the cat's out the bag. We're now seeing how comedians really feel about each other. They are now using the stage to attack each other. None of these people are not thinking about us. The audience, I agree. I think that they all had a beef for a long time, and now they're starting to air that shit out. Sadly, this is another reason I don't miss the States. Too many black men are getting ultra sensitive. I wouldn't give my hard-earned money to these guys. Yeah. I don't see Dave Chappelle hating on nobody. I don't see Kevin Hart hating on nobody. I don't see Chris Rock hating on nobody. I see him standing up for each other, but I don't see him hating on each other. Shout out to you, Dre. I appreciate you for supporting the platform. Let me see what Corey Holcomb is talking about real quick.
Jack they ship.
Right.
So he looked right into that camera. They was like, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like walking into a lot of the Hollywood comedy clubs because you on the grid where the people like TMZ and all the other company ran by them people, they basically get access to your whole whatever you do.
Yeah, your set, yeah. Yeah.
So I took a chance. I went inside. And naturally, they asked me to go up whenever I pop in. Everybody be so shocked. Damn, Corey came in? Yeah. Bottom line, the whole ass nigga knew I was going up after him. That hurt his feelings. Because he was headlining the other shows. Right. You funny enough to headline them shows till the real boss niggas come in, homie. Nigga like me, they be scared to let me go up in the middle of them shows because after I get off, then y'all can't pull off what y'all trying to pull off.
When did comedy become a beef segment? That's all I'm trying to understand. I'm seriously curious. How did comedy become such a beef segment? When did it become, yo, y'all some hoe ass niggas, y'all can't come up after me or no shit like that? I don't understand this shit. Like, I still don't see nothing that Donnell Rawlings said negative about Corey Holcomb. I don't get it. Let me hear what all he got to say before I react to it. I want to hear what he got to say.
You know this, but that hurt the whole nigga feelings. So, long story short, whole nigga went up there, did his time, plus stayed on longer. Let me tell all you mild ass comedians, it don't matter how long you stay on. Soon as you get off, they finna see another level of comedy when I go up. This sound arrogant, but I gotta say what I got to say. So the whole ass nigga saw the crowd wasn't dead. Because you know at the end of the night, they be like, oh, they seen too much. No, they ain't seen shit. When I get up there, that's when they see something. So The whole ass nigga, I didn't even know the nigga was in there. I thought he left because he acted like he was leaving out.
Yeah.
The security guard at the front told me after all of the bullshit happened, that whole ass nigga act like he was leaving, but he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna watch this nigga. So he had some animosity with me.
Right.
I ain't never did nothing but been respectful to that boy because I'm scared of people that's ugly. Ugly people never get a fair shot in life. Let's just say that. When you ugly, do we got that picture? Could you put that picture up for a second? When you ugly, dog, the world is cold. You could be caked up. You could have a bag, but you still ugly. That's why I'm scared of ugly people, man. That boy looked like one of them kids you donate money to, like 40 cents a week or something like that.
Right.
You know the little boy, then he started laughing. He one of them looking motherfuckers. Look, this is a picture of self-hate.
Yo, his people not even laughing. Because it's kind of turning into damn, I don't even want to review this shit. Cause it's getting wild out here in these streets. Niggas putting up their families and shit like that. Come on, family. Is that his family? Cause I don't know if this shit is I don't know if he trying to be funny or if I don't know if he just like kind of mixing a joke with like shots. Clearly the nigga don't give a fuck. Like Corey Holcomb just don't give a damn. I guess this is the type of nigga that you just leave alone. The only person that I've seen Corey Holcomb come back and chop it up with is fucking, of all people, Boyce Watkins. Of all people, Boyce Watkins. If you look at the tone of what's happening in the room, it looked like everybody in there is scared of this nigga. Like, it looked like everybody in there is fucking scared of Corey Holcomb, bro. And they scared to say, fam, I don't know if you want to put a nigga wife and kids up there. That's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if you're a comedian. I don't care what you do, bro. Like, you supposed to leave a nigga wife and kids out of it. Like, you can say whatever you want to say about the comedian. You could say, yeah, the nigga ugly and shit. But when I see the nigga put up his kid, his child, it's getting hard, bro. It's honestly getting hard, bro. And I know that the audience just want to see bloodshed. That's the worst part about it. The audience and the people that's observing just want to see bloodshed. But the motherfuckers that's inside of the room is like, they just quiet. They just listening. Yo, if your friends at some point, even if it's just off air, maybe they're not gonna say shit on air. If your friends ain't saying shit to you off air, like, hey fam, you should not like, not that one. Then them ain't your friends, bro. These is niggas that's just riding with you just because they trying to get some visibility and shit. This shit is weird. It's weird, man.
Ugly. He didn't want to make a baby with nobody that remotely looked like him. So this is some mail order bride looking ass Asian woman that he bred with, and she left him right after the baby was out because he ugly. Ugly people will do something to you or start mess because they ain't got nothing to lose. People who could get bitches at the club, they don't really want to fight. It be the motherfuckers who can't get bitches that's always jumping it off. So I'm just saying, I'm up against an ugly person. It's not fair. They need ugly people's security. Whenever somebody ugly come in, they should have to fill out a form different than everybody else. So the ugly boy came in there, watched my show. All you people who didn't get the truth, here's the truth right here. on everything I love. The man was watching me do my thing on stage. His jealousy just bust out of him. I didn't say nothing to that man. When I see that man and I speak to him, I'll be like, hey, brother, how you doing? Even though I always knew he was a hoe ass nigga. There's a lot of motherfuckers, Corey, I never liked that nigga and all that shit. I ain't playing that shit, but I got it for
This is wild, man. This is bad. Like, I don't like seeing this shit. Carl Oakley is in the building and says, you'll never see anything like this from a Bill Burr and a Dane Cook. We got to do better because BC loves beef. Black comedians love beef in toxic situations. Is sad. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. You know what? You know why? And that's false. That's a false narrative. I got to disagree with you. I got to push back on that, Carl Oakley. Because one of the people that I see talk the most shit about people sometimes is what's the dude name that be with Charlamagne? The Flagrant 2 podcast guy. What's his name? I forgot what his name was. He huge. He a big community. He blew up on the internet and everything like that. What's the guy that's on Flagrant 2, y'all? Y'all let me know in the chat what the Flagrant 2 is, guy. I'm missing his name. What Charlamagne the God? He be on the Flagrant podcast. I've seen him talk some major shit about people. Andrew Schultz. Thank y'all for letting me know. I have seen Andrew Schultz say some wild shit on his podcast. 100%. 100% I've seen Andrew Schultz say some shit. I've seen white comedians say shit about other white comedians and other people that they beefing with. They do beef. So, y'all got to remember that it's on like a 5 to 10 second delay. So all of the time, I don't always see it right away when y'all type in the chat. So I see it a little bit on a delay. So no, I disagree with you, Carl Oakley. You do see this shit. And we got to stop saying that, right? Because you can't necessarily just compare every single thing to everybody else and think that that's the truth. That's not true. It's just that that may not be the thing that you see on a regular basis. And so as a result of it, you think that it doesn't happen, but it happens more often than you think. They be beefed out too. They be talking shit too. They have problems with their women too. They have all kind of shit. And so they talk shit about each other all the time. 100%. Absolutely. You may get somebody like a Gary Owen that be tiptoeing the line because he don't want to offend nobody. But they 100% talk shit about each other. So don't think that that's not a thing. It happens more often than you think, bro.
Seats, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody listen to this. I want you to fact check this. When I said on stage, if you've been in more than 3 movies, you probably had a dick in your ass. That nigga said, hey! Ask anybody who was there that night. When I said, if you done 3 or more movies, you probably, I don't know how probably is spelled right now, but probably had a dick in your ass. That struck the nerve in that nigga for him to start talking crazy and yelling while I was on stage. So all you people out there who think Corey is the motherfucker who is the aggressor, you wrong. He a hoe ass nigga who wanted some attention. Look, he did about an extra 10 minutes than what he was supposed to do, talking about my DVD coming out, y'all, and y'all gotta support it and all that sucker shit. Nigga, I hope this DVD, I hope this Netflix shit funny. Garbage ass nigga. I want you to be rich as you could be, cause you ugly. You need Oprah Winfrey type paper to walk the earth like you want to walk the earth, homie. You ugly. Your neck like this. It's naturally like this.
I don't really understand it. Like, I'm not catching the joke part of it. Shout out to Jason Krishan. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Hey, your car. You said it looked staged to me. Do you think that? And this is one of the things I want to ask in the chat because, like for example, I know that, or it seems like Mike Epps was kind of clout chasing Shannon Sharp in order to get some visibility, and so it was kind of friendly. He was just throwing jokes, whatever. Shannon Sharp went left, and it created more visibility. And now we know that Mike Epps got a special coming out on Netflix. Do y'all think that a lot of times that this stuff is staged? Do y'all think that when these guys go back and forth sometimes, maybe not all the time, but sometimes, when these guys go back and forth, do y'all think that this shit is staged, or do y'all think that they actually really be having beef with each other? Because if it brings more visibility, because we may not necessarily be talking about this, or you may have a DVD coming out or whatever, a special coming out. Do y'all think that this shit sometimes is staged in order to get more visibility and people are doing this on purpose?
That nigga when he relax. You know, when people relax, they do this. That nigga relax and do this. It still be up. It still be up. He looked like one of them people from a village somewhere where people put oil pipelines through that shit without asking them. That's what he looked like. He ugly. So he wants me to jump and fall for the sucker shit. This for the youngsters. That man did everything in his power to get me to come out my body. We live in Hollywood, dog. Everything is a videotape. You can't come out your body because the nigga invites you to do it no more. When you get with a motherfucker, you got to get with his ass somewhere else. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You can't just doot 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 like back in the day. Boop, ba-da, boop. You can't do that no more.
Who's
it's
still
a
fighting?
video of you doing whatever you do.
Right.
And if you really out here productive, man, you ain't got time to get in people money at the county. You ain't got time to get in people time at the county. Wherever you at. That man tried his best to make me come out my body, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Right, it ain't worth it there.
Oh yeah.
I said, if we was somewhere outside of Hollywood, you wouldn't be acting like this. And them people wouldn't let you talk as long as you talked.
Right.
He knew I was going up. That's why he was mad. Y'all act like I'm the motherfucker who walk around disrespecting people.
Right.
It's people out here know that they are men who mess with men. But they want to act like people hating on them. It's people out here who know that you funny and they want to act like, oh, you said something to him.
But see, this is let's be for real, bro. Like honestly, this shit is kind of disingenuous. It's like, for example, he kept going back and forth with Shannon Sharp, kept accusing him of being gay, until Shannon Sharp was trying to be above board. And I know that Shannon don't like Corey Holcomb. Like that's a fact. Shannon won't even mention Corey Holcomb's name for real. He don't even like address him. But a lot of this shit come from, the accusations, and then rumors turn into stuff that's a lot more, you know what I'm saying? People start believing in shit because you say it long enough. And then niggas always think that a lot of times when somebody say something, they be like, yeah, man, I was over in Hollywood and the super party and motherfucker, man, I don't believe it. I think that it do be shit that be happening, but I think that everybody be wanting to have a story sometimes. And so even Shannon Sharp was like, yo, I'm not gay, bro. Like, I'm not. It just is what it is. My stylist was, whatever, and I'm loyal to the people that I'm loyal to. And then eventually he was like, oh, okay, he said he wasn't gay, cool. And now he's still saying shit like,
Corey Holcomb don't say nothing to these people out when I'm in the streets. Are y'all crazy? That man ugly. That's what all that stemmed from. He ugly. Of course not talented, like I said. He mild as a comedian.
Yeah.
He the type of nigga you be like, okay. On tours, he always opening up. The whole nation know him, but he an opener. They can't close it out with Ugly Larry.
That's crazy.
That's Ugly Larry. You gonna always have to pay for hoes, homie. You ugly.
Man.
You broke the cardinal rule. Somebody in your family did something wrong in the last generation, and God put your face.
Everybody in the chat keeps saying that Corey Holcomb is blackballed. Is he? Is he blackballed? I'm just curious. I want to know. Is Corey Holcomb blackballed is what I'm trying to figure out. Do y'all believe that he blackballed? Has he ever said that he was blackballed? Because I haven't followed that part of his villain arc. Is Corey Holcomb blackballed, y'all?
Together like that. And your neck and head together like that. You tried to have a baby. Get the mark off there. I don't like that. Put that family picture up there. That's the one that's most revealing. Well, it ain't his family because the bras stopped messing with him as soon as she got the baby because she got the bag.
Well, that's his child, though.
We don't know that's his child because they holding that baby.
Oh, Lord.
Look at old girl. Look how she looking away. Body language is everything.
Oh, here we go.
She looking toward the baby. Like, I'd rather lean this way than that way. I've been in situations like this before. That bitch don't fuck with him. This show ain't for everybody. This show ain't made to make everybody happy. It's for the people who can handle what it is. So I'm just saying, I take solace in looking at this picture. This picture is so messed up in so many ways. Y'all, look at that picture.
Ooh, man. He said he was sticking up for his boy, too. He said he was sticking up for Dave.
That?
On TMZ, he said, you know, he heard some things you had said about Dave, and he was kind of, that was on his mind, too. Did you hear him say that?
Man, I'm very respectful of what I had to say about Dave. Y'all want to break that down? I done broke it down.
Yeah.
Only thing I did was joked about Dave's shirts because I'm a comedian. That was the joke I threw in there. What I said was, Dave be bombing. Then I went on, I gave him all his respect because I think he's a great actor. You know what I'm saying? I said his TV show was very strong where they were selling it in the streets.
Yeah.
But I did say Dave be bombing on stage. If you see the whole tape from the Laugh Factory, he said Dave be bombing on stage.
Oh,
No, he be working out. He trying to do something different. He did it. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It don't be hidden, but I don't got no animosity with Dave Chappelle. I said that when I said what I said that day. I didn't just go in on that man.
Right.
But I don't really understand why anybody is bringing up Dave Chappelle in a negative way. Like, Dave Chappelle is funny as fuck. Like, just a year ago, everybody was talking about how Dave Chappelle was the fucking GOAT. Like, how he was one of the greatest of all time comedians and shit. Now all of a sudden everybody is turning against Dave Chappelle and they saying that he bombing on stage? Come on, family. Come on, man. Come on. What we talking about, bro? I don't understand. I agree with you, Court Dog 2K3. I agree with you 100%, man. This is weird, bro. What up, We on Lock Nation? What up, though?
People act like they want the mess, and it's okay. I'm not finna be on here saying, well, have at it. No, fuck that. Fuck you cake ass niggas. That's where I'm from. That's a cake ass nigga right there. I walked outside. He wasn't out there. He wasn't out there. I'm glad he wasn't out there because if he'd have got loud outside, even though it's video outside, he had already did enough where I could say something to him. Maybe he would have felt like he could do something. Okay, if you feel like you can do something, that's cool. Even though I don't pick fights with people in public. Only people I really talk to is the people I know.
Right.
When we be standing in front of the motherfucking improv, man, I talk to Craig, them. I be joking. Somebody speak to me, I'm respectful. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I take pictures with people. The way y'all, man, what did that headline say? I said, God damn.
Which
They
one?
said something about, I was so motherfucking mad, man.
So can I ask a question? Because I just caught the tidbit right before I was leaving the house. I didn't even know anything about it.
Donnell,
Motherfuckers look uncomfortable as hell in there listening to this shit. Real talk.
Rawlings gets into shouting match with Corey Holcomb after being called a mild comic. That's not what happened. I called him mild after he started yelling and disrespecting my time on stage, and he did it out of pure jealousy because I know how to move the crowd.
Yeah.
I know how to move the crowd. Everybody root for the little ugly boy. Look, let me tell you something. When some ugly in a movie died, it's nice. Everybody cried. When the little monsters that was on the good people's side die, everybody cried.
Right.
I'm saying, like, I feel sorry for you, bro. I feel sorry for you. You ugly. You ugly, dog. You'll never be a leading man. You always gonna be a
Gotham City record
You
exec.
will never have a sitcom like this.
Like he worked for Def Jam in Gotham City. I mean, where's Batman?
Okay, wait a second. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, you can ask me something, D.
Can I? Okay, because I have no idea exactly what's starting. Now, let me just get this straight.
It's hard because you be wanting to be everybody's friend, but go ahead, D.
What? Not true. This is why I'm asking the question. Were you just minding your own business doing something and then he just started blurting stuff at you? Or did who
You
poke-
see how I already said that? I already said that.
Yeah.
I don't speak to, I'm on stage. Everybody, the darker and bigger you are, the more you're wrong.
I'm wondering what possessed him. That's all.
This is so weird. Mr. Lone Star said the 80s comics were like this too. Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor had beef, but we found out later. That's interesting. Dre says pride comes before a fall. We watching a man that has put nails in his coffin. I don't know, Dre, though. I don't know if, like, I don't want to see nobody fall. I don't want to see nobody suffer. I like holding people accountable. I like reacting to content. But I also want people to still be able to feed their families. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with everything that everybody does, but I don't want people to like fall. I don't want people to lose their platforms. I don't want people to not get work. I don't want people to be able to not take care of their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want people to just, I don't know, man. Like, even like I'll give you an example, like Tiffany Henyard, right? I got 1,000 emails of people saying, yo, the FBI is keeping an eye on Tiffany Henyard, investigating. I be feeling bad, man, because I want to hold her accountable for the shit that she doing inside of her city that's not good, that's on the taxpayer dime, but then at the same time, I don't want her to go to jail. I'm weak in that way. Like, I don't like for people to suffer and go to jail unless you like did a crime and hurt somebody and took somebody's life or some shit like that. But like, even if you deserve it, I'm not always in favor of something like that happening to people. You know what I'm saying? So I always want everybody to be able to, if they not hurting nobody, I don't want nobody to not be able to feed their family. Although, I think that putting somebody's family up there is wild. That shit is weird to me.
I agree with
Right,
that.
you wonder what possessed him instead of believing me when I say he a little hater, hoe ass nigga.
No, I heard that
When
part.
you bigger and blacker, you wronger. Remember that. When you bigger and blacker, you're wronger. I'm wrong because I'm bigger and blacker than him. Where even people that know you be like, so you ain't say nothing to him.
Hell yeah. It worked like that when you bigger
I
and
didn't say
you.
that.
and
I'm trying to say I didn't ask that. I asked. I'm wondering what sparked him.
I
Like,
told
just
no.
out of
What
nowhere.
sparked
What was
him
the moment?
was the Dave
Please.
Chappelle stuff. That's what sparked him. He called. I feel like he.
But I'm saying at that specific moment when Corey
No,
was
that's
on
some
stage.
pre-planned shit.
So you're
When
saying it had nothing to do with it? He was just-
that was just an excuse for him to act up. When Corey said what he said a couple weeks ago.
Listen,
I feel
nobody is saying that Tiffany doesn't deserve to be held accountable and that she's not wrong. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all missing the point. I need y'all to follow along. What I'm saying is, I'm not rooting for somebody to fall. I'm not rooting for somebody to suffer. It still makes me cringe when I see what people got to go through even though they're being held accountable. It doesn't remove the fact that you deserve what you deserve, or you need to be held accountable, or maybe you need to suffer. Whatever, it is what it is. But that's not something that I look to do when I bring somebody up, or I show something, or I react to some content. The goal is not to get somebody to go to jail. That's not my objective. I don't look for people to lose their jobs. My thing is, it's not in my heart for somebody to have to fall. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got shit to do with whether or not she's going to be held accountable. She's going to be held accountable according to however she held accountable. What I'm saying is that I want people to be held accountable, but I want them to change. But it's not something I'm going to root for. I'm not rooting for somebody to not be able to feed their family. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't change the fact that, they have to be held accountable or whatever, so on and so forth. It is what it is. But that's not in my heart for somebody to not be able to feed their family, or for somebody to go through something, or for somebody to get blackballed, or for somebody to have to. It may happen and it may be warranted, but that's not the shit that I want to see. I never want to see somebody lose their platform or get deplatformed on YouTube, or I never want to see some people lose their monetization, or I don't want to see this, or I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't mean that it's not warranted or they didn't break the rules. It's not something that I'm going to root for. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So y'all got to be able to separate the two. It's the spirit of why you're doing what you're doing that puts you in a position to do what you do.
Like in his mind, he was like, when I see Corey, when I run into him, I'm going to do something.
Well, we know that's a fact because the security guard said he acted like he was going to leave. He was like, nah, I'm going back in here to watch this shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I heard
The security guard told me that. But I'm like, yo, you get away with shit like that sometimes. But it ain't wise to be trying to disrupt my set, little ugly comic, because that can get fixed like this.
Where's Batman?
You went to the dime after that. If I was a dirty, rotten motherfucker who got dirt on his mind, the dime would have been a bad experience for you, homeboy. Real talk. It's real out here, but I know you ugly.
That's wild.
So I just be like, man, let that little ugly boy live till I see him. But when I see him, I'm going to walk right up to him and ask him, what is your problem with me? I ain't never done nothing to you. You really running up in Chappelle's name? That tells you why. You want me to tell you why Chappelle ain't said nothing about what I said? Because Chappelle got shit to do. Chappelle ain't got time to be fucking with a nigga on the motherfucking YouTube.
Right.
Even though, dog, my nigga is like this with Chappelle. Chappelle know me. I didn't say, fuck Chappelle, he a hoe ass nigga. I said that about this nigga, because I mean it. I mean it. I said, Chappelle be bombing like a motherfucker. I wish I wouldn't have said that. But what it is, this what happened. I'm a fish in the sea. If you keep waving that bait in front of me, I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Just because it's there. I used to see the brother Chappelle, whether he working out or whatever, it wasn't strong material. So I said something. I wish I wouldn't have said nothing now. Because that whole ass nigga had it out for me anyway, because it's jealousy, dog. It's a lot of niggas who don't like Corey Holcomb because I'm God on stage. They can't do what I do. They be hoping Corey gotta have a bad night one day. It didn't happen that night. That's why he blurted out all that shit. I had one of the brothers from DC call me, hey, we heard you don't like DC comics.
What? Yeah, that's
Chappelle from DC.
Oh, is that?
Quake from DC.
Oh, Lord.
Now this nigga.
Huh.
This hoe ass nigga. Man, you different. See, it's like with Quake, to me, Quake is funny. So I don't have the same animosity I have because it's looked at as a big dog.
Right.
But when a little chihuahua is barking. You want to stope it.
That's real.
Shut it up. Kill it.
That's real.
That's why I have a problem with this little rat. Not like I ever did nothing. I don't go around disrespecting people. I'm saying, like, when I see the man, I'll be like, hey, brother, how you doing? Even though I know what he about.
I don't know if Corey be paying attention to what he be saying when he be saying it sometimes, but this nigga Corey Holcomb said, I don't just be walking around going around disrespecting niggas. Listen, the way he went off on his daughter, I didn't necessarily disagree with the reasoning that he gave of why he did it, but a nigga that will ether his own daughter will have no respect for you, nigga. A nigga that will ether his own daughter will have zero regard for you. You should never ever look for peace, love, happiness, joy, anything from a nigga that will ether his own daughter on his own platform. You can forget it, nigga. It's nothing you can do. It's no peace. It's no kumbaya. That's why I was weird when I seen Willie D bring together him and Boys Watkins, and him and Boys Watkins fix that shit. I was like, this is interesting. Can't believe that he actually did it. But shit, boy, if you will talk about your own seed like that, warranted or not, on a live stream, Bizak, is that what happened? I'll pull it up if we need to go through that. Let me know if that's something that's real.
So I'm just saying, man, y'all stop letting people make y'all think Corey jumping it off. Them people jump it off out of jealousy. The ugly bitch always fighting with a girl who cute. At the club, watch all the women be I had a show about this. Attractive women are in danger when they go to the club. Because ugly bitches know if they in that motherfucker with a snowball cup on, motherfuckers still ain't gonna holler at them. Ugly bitches could be asshole naked. Motherfuckers will be like, excuse me, hey, how you doing over there, young lady?
Let me grab another chair real quick.
An ugly nigga don't matter how much money he got. He know when he look in that mirror, damn, God, I hope the next life is better.
You know what?
Yeah.
That nigga got to die before he have hope. Because he ugly.
Yeah, man.
He wanted some publicity for his shit. You got it. Hey, bro, way to go. You got TMZ. He was on TMZ today.
Twice.
Man.
He had a rebuttal. He spoke again about it.
Hey, man, go get your money with Netflix special. I hope it do good so you can buy a face. I want his face. I want his face off.
I don't know. This is kind of.
Man.
This nigga here.
That was the best possible outcome, though, man. I'm glad it didn't come to fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to get me to swing, dog. I
Corey
ain't
kept
gonna
his
lie,
cool.
man.
Corey kept his cool, and his shirt looked kind of fly too. What'd you have on? It I just seen go. Was it like it looked like old?
I
school?
stole it, D.
I don't know, man. Again, man, this shit seemed weird. I'm not feeling it personally.